from lunch, and I thought I'd share a little bit with you about lunch. Now, I showed you a little bit of like going through the line and stuff yesterday and how I get lunch, and yesterday was Wednesday, and so yesterday was like premium day, and so things are usually a little bit better. So I'm gonna try talking about lunch one more time. So I showed you a little bit yesterday that, you know, we go through the line and, you know, what I ate yesterday, and yesterday was Wednesday, and Wednesday is like premium lunch day, which means Wednesday is usually better food than Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. It just depends. Sometimes it's like, this is slightly better, but so it's kind of funny. You'd be surprised what you can get used to. When I came to Korea, I was thinking, now I'm not a super picky eater, but sometimes I can be, and I was worried like, oh no, I'm gonna go to Korea, I'm not gonna like anything, and I'm gonna lose a ton of weight because I'm not gonna eat anything. And that's not so much the case. One, there's plenty of things here that I like to eat, and I can get, you know, some American style food, or at least rice and some things that I'm used to, I guess. But you know, when you first come, you're like, oh my gosh, what is this that I'm eating? I don't know, and you kind of pick at it a little bit. But then you reach a certain point that, you know, you try things gradually and eat more things, but then you reach a certain point that you're like, I'm hungry, this is the food that I was given, it's the food I'm paying for, I'm gonna eat it. And you eat it and you learn to enjoy it, and sometimes you actually do look forward to things that you definitely didn't want to eat, you know, maybe months and months ago. And I've definitely reached that point. Now, there are still things that I don't eat. I don't eat tofu and I don't eat mushrooms, and those things are in a lot of Korean cooking, especially at school. But I usually can at least like pick around it and like pull it out, and I can still eat what else is in front of me. But there are some days there's a lot of mushrooms and a lot of tofu, and I get pretty hungry those days. But I have snacks at school. I have granola bars and I have ramen cups. So if I absolutely am starving and I need to eat something, I do have something that I can eat, like if I have a little bit of time after lunch or even after school. So I definitely am not going to starve. But also, if you have any questions for me, or things that you want to know about Korea, or things that we do in our day-to-day lives, or anything, just leave them in the comment section below this video, and I would love to, you know, make a video and address some of those things that you might be curious about. Because now, like 16 months into being in Korea, so many things are just like everyday life to me that I don't really know what I might have found interesting in the beginning when I came to Korea, or before I was in Korea, if I had a friend that was in Korea or something. I don't know what those things are. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will try to address some of the things that you're curious about.
Go on.
Go. Or you come back.
No.
You're crazy. Let go.
Where are you, Yusang?
Who?
Where are you, Yusang? Usang.
What is Usang?
나 발 뺐어.
It's cold.
Where are you, Yusang? Where are you, Yusang?
Going?
Where are you going, Yusang?
Home.
Where are you going, Yusang?
Home.
Oh.
My house. Apartment.
Yusang, where are you? Yusang. 우상. Teacher. 유상 왜 저래? 소리 농담. 아이고 무거워라.
I don't know.
Teacher, you are cutie.
Thank you.
야 김혜연.
pickup? Haha.
이거 윤비 주잖아.
I'm leaving. I'm freezing. Better face. Can't really see. It's a really full bus, but believe it or not as full as it can get. Hi, Gabby. Riding the bumpy bus is a part of everyday life. I'm headed to the post office. It's just a short walk from here. Waiting on the elevator. You can kind of see what it looks like from the 11th floor. And here's the elevator. Floor number 1. Close the doors. I've got my bag stuffed full of envelopes here, all ready to go, and the lady is going to look like me like I'm crazy with this bag when I dump it on there, and all of them are going to the U.S. So right now I'm sitting in a restaurant that's completely empty. I'm waiting on takeout chicken, and I just walked over here from the post office, and I just wanted to talk about the post office for a second. So I was in the post office, and I was waiting in line, and I had been in there once before, but something struck me, and so there were people packing up boxes, and you can buy boxes at the post office, but something that differs from the States is like they have tape to tape the boxes just readily available for anyone to use, and that's just not going to happen at a post office in the States. Like, they might maybe let you use their tape, maybe, but I don't recall ever seeing just like tape, like boxing tape sitting out at a post office. Like, usually you need to have your box ready to go before you come to the post office. Like, that's just not gonna happen. So we got our chicken, we got some mashed potatoes, we got some friends. We're gonna have a little bit of dinner and call it a night.